Page 56, Can Can. This is a melody from an opera, a very famous melody from a very famous opera. Now, at the top of the page, they talk a little bit about finger substitution. Unfortunately, I've never heard it called that for what they're describing. And frankly, I don't think they're correct. I don't think that's what finger substitution is. To me, that's not what it is. They're talking about changing hand positions on repeated notes. And it's a concept of fingering that we do that. Look at measure, what, 3, the half notes? You play the first one with, and then a 4. Well, you play 2 Gs, that's repeated. And we change hand positions because we're here and we want to be here. So we simply play the here and then here. Now we're in the position we want to be in. And same thing in measure 5. We're here and we want to be back down here, so we play the first D here and the second one here. That's a concept I do that a lot. A lot of people do that on this. When you need to move around, you take advantage of the repeated notes to move around. But that is not finger substitution. Finger substitution, as I understand it, is while you're holding a note down, you put another note on it. You substitute another finger for it. For instance, if I'm in this position, and let's say I want to be in this position, then I'll play this note. Then while I'm holding the note down, I'll put the thumb there and hold it down, and then I'm in this position. So I substituted a finger for another finger while holding the note down. That's finger substitution. So I would not call what they're saying as finger substitution. I really wouldn't. I've never run across that definition of finger substitution before. But then there's a lot of things about music I've never run across before. It's amazing what's out there. Anyway, let's talk Can Can here. This is on pages 56 and 57. 6 lines long. Treble and bass clef. This is in the key of C major also. All the white keys. We're not using any of the black keys here. 4/4 time signature. We got quarter notes, whole notes, and half notes. I think we can handle all that. I want to take it one hand at a time first, make sure we understand what each hand is doing. So the right hand starts here in this position. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, third measure, you play the first half note with the 5th finger and the second with the 4th finger. You see, we're here, and we need to be here because in measure 4, I have an A. So I need to be here. So with this 5, and then here, and that way I can play the A. And then in measure 5, I need to be back down here, so I play the first D with thumb, and then second finger. That moves me back down. Now measure 7, here, and then reach up to the octave. Again, you need to be able to feel an octave eventually. So it's just you just know what it feels like eventually. But here, just reaching up to the octave and then claps, and this C major scale going down. At the end, measure 16, you're here. Then reach out an octave again for the C, stay there, and then last notes is here. And now you can collapse. See, whether you collapse after you do that depends on what notes are coming or whatever. Do you need to stay where you are, or can you collapse the hand? Left hand, broken chords here. And a C chord, and then measure 5, so G7 chord. Once you have the notes in the rhythm, no hesitation, we think about the articulation. And the staccato, I'm flexing at the wrist, short staccato. Otherwise, you pretty much connect everything. Like in the right hand, connect this. Connect all that together. Don't lift up. No. Keep in mind these are slurs, they're not phrases, and you don't always lift up before and after a slur. It depends on what the music needs. There, measure 7, staccato. You ended a phrase, believe it or not. That's the end of the phrase. That whole first 2 lines was a phrase. And then you start another one where the phrase starts on measure 9, and this is a lead into it. There. So, but you, there. Then on measure 10, you're connecting. Connect this. Connect all that together in the right hand. Don't lift up between these slurs. And then the last, you get accents and staccato. Collapse the wrist on these. Don't play with a stiff wrist. And once you're sort of familiar with the articulation, we can think about the dynamics. And the dynamics apply to the melody, remember. We want to bring out the melody. And here, the melody is in the right hand. So that mezzo forte at the beginning, the medium loud, that's the right hand. This needs to be soft in the background. Now, measure 7, they give you a hairpin to go up to loud. Yeah. I suggest on measure 6, come down to about a moderately soft, so that you can start this hairpin at moderately soft, so you got more room to go up. So come down, and the left hand's very soft, and start this moderately soft, a little louder. Then you're loud here, so it's almost like it was a beat or so at a time. Louder, louder, loud. You plan it out to go up and loud. Left hand still in the background, and you finish it loud. Well, you put accents on the end. If you do that, that makes those notes very loud, because on piano, an accent just takes it up a notch. I don't know that you need very loud there, but okay. And then finally, the speed. Allegro, moderato. Well, now they're mixing them up, aren't they? Allegro means fast, quick, happy, whatever you think it means. Moderato is just a moderate speed. So allegro moderato is just a moderately happy, moderately fast, moderately quick. So what's fast? I don't know. Well, tone that down a little bit and you get a moderately fast. And it's the feel of it. It's not the speed of the beat, it's the feel of it. Well, these whole notes want to speed it up a little bit, and the quarter notes will slow it down a little bit. So what is it? I don't know. A little bit about interpretation. And that is the articulation and the dynamics and the tempo and all that stuff. That's all part of interpreting the music. They're helping you out by helping you guide you through interpreting the music. I told you, like on the dynamics, to come down at measure 6, come down so you can go back up. Well, that was interpreting the music. You don't have to do that. You can stay at moderately loud there on measure here if you want. But when you come up here on measure 7, here, that needs to be all of a sudden almost soft. So it's hard to do. So you can crescendo back up. That's interpreting the music. So whether you diminuendo on measure 6 or not, or stay there, that's interpretation. Nothing's marked, whatever. But on measure 7, when you start coming down, come down so you got time or room to get louder. That's one way of playing it. I might play it different next time I play it, probably will. So don't copy me, you get into it and you feel it. You don't have to go that fast, you take it at your speed. People are dancing to this up on stage in the opera, so you just think about a happy dance. Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythm. So I'm not going to do any dynamics, I'll play it all about the same. I will do the staccatos and stuff, and I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, rest, rest, 2, 3, 4, off. There's a duet for this at the bottom of page 56. I'd like to play that, and you play what you just played. I'm going to speed it up a bit because it does go faster than what we just did. And I need you to go up an octave again. So just pretend that middle C on the piano, instead of here, is up here. And that's middle C. So instead of here, you're up here. Play it all up here. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go.